Please don't spoil the movie by adding your own soundtrack.
Hello, my name is Nathan Fielder.
Hello, my name is Connie Salt.
And welcome back to
Please
Don't Spoil
The
the Movie. Podcast brought to you by sisters who love each other.
Sometimes. Who's your person? Never heard of him. Who's your character?
It's from the show Nathan for You. Ever watch that?
No, what's that? Nathan for
like
You. Oh, the guy who's like, I hope you're hungry for nothing.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh yeah.
He's funny.
He's pretty comical.
Yeah. I've been rewatching that lately.
What is that on? HBO?
Yeah.
I see. Cool beans. Well, my gal. To complete that game, Gabrielle Union, Connie Spaulding.
Who'd you say?
Spaulding. I said Connie Spaulding. VP of Marketing and a bona fide hoe.
How are you, darling?
Living the unemployed life and all.
Yeah.
Taking it day by day and whatnot.
I see.
All right. Super, super duper fun. I really don't mind. It's actually not that bad being unemployed. Having the freedom and flexibility of your own day is actually really nice. More people should really, do this.
Well, most people can't.
Right.
Because of the bills.
Right, because of the bills. Once we figure out a way to eliminate bills, we really could be living our best lives. We got to figure out how to get rid of these motherfucking bills. Because once those
they don't want us to get rid of the bills.
They don't. They want us to work so we can pay our bills and do nothing else. It's a crazy, crazy cycle.
Yes, that's what the billionaires want. Down with the billionaires.
No, seriously. Like, when are we? Like, let's get rid of.
When are we going to overthrow them?
Like, when are we going to overthrow? I'm waiting. It's taking too long. Come on, hurry up. They gotta go. But yeah. Other than being unemployed, moving on. Enough about this. This doom and gloom work.
Oh, no.
No one wants to talk about that. Let's talk about escapism. What have you watched recently?
I watched that movie. It's on HBO Max now. They Will Kill You. It came out around
Of course you did.
It came out around the same time as Hide and Seek or Catch Me If You Can. Is it Hide and Seek?
Girl, I can't keep up with the fucking horror movies you be watching.
It came out right at the same time as Hide and Seek 2. It's the one where like the girl marries into like a
like a weird
rich family, and on the wedding day she has to play hide and seek, and they have to kill her so they can have offering to Satan or whatever. So like similar to that, but it's the black girl from Atlanta.
That movie. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then the girl from The Industry, the black girl from The Industry, which is let me see what their names are. Zazie Bits. Zazaz.
Really be so fucking
Zazie Bits.
You said it with such aggression, so loud. Zazie Bits.
Shit. I'm like, here I go, because I hate pronouncing shit. I'm like, let me go. Let me look up these names. So you want to say the black girl from this one, the black girl from that one.
We got to do better than the black girl from this.
Oh no. Right. Zazie, and I've heard people say her name, but I'm not going to say it right. What's up, the black Harper Stern, and her name is Mahala. She don't even got a last name on here. Why are you laughing?
Zazie.
Let me look it up. Because
when I tried to look it up and read it myself, and I was like, Zazie Bitch is the best I can do too. Fuck.
Zazie Beats, that's how you say it.
Zazie Beats. That's what the Google said.
Zazie Beats. Let's say I said it wrong.
Zazie Beats.
That's the girl.
So you weren't too far off.
I wasn't.
This bitch is German.
She look kind of German. Not surprised.
No, the fuck she doesn't.
She look like a bitch.
What do Germans look like to say she looks German? Now, who the other girl?
Mahala.
What's her name on the industry? Because this all look like white people. Oh, okay. Let's see. Is she the main character?
Yes, they have her so far down, so racist. That's
She all the way at the bottom.
I told you that last time. I was like, last time I looked at her, I was like, why is she not the top? Why is she not by
Yo, that's
Yasmin?
crazy. She's
I mean,
on the third row.
Jay, she's behind people because Kate Harington from Game of Thrones, he's not even in all. He just got into the show the last 2 seasons, and he's before her. That was crazy. She's behind people who just got added to the show the last 2 seasons.
Who just got here. What the fuck? She's on
She's
the
behind.
third row.
She's behind someone who left the first season, whose character was done the first season. No, it's weird.
Who do we contact about this?
Who do I contact about this?
Mahala. What the fuck? That's undeniable. Like, you can't even, how you...
Mahala?
No, the racism.
I know.
Like, the third row, and she's the main character. She's on fucking third row.
Tell me why I'm just realizing.
There's 6 people ahead of her.
No, crazy. Also, tell me why I'm just realizing. There was a character that was added on this last season. I fully thought that was Harry Styles.
Oh, that's hilarious. Wait, let me see.
I thought that was Harry Styles.
It is.
I was like, I can't believe Harry Styles is taking over the show. That's not Harry Styles.
It does look like Harry Styles. I can see why you.
I fully thought that was Harry Styles until just now.
That is so funny.
Because that irritated me. I was like, why is Harry Styles?
He looks like Harry Styles in this picture.
The movie stars, whatever they want. That's not fucking Harry Styles. Yeah, he looks just like Harry Styles. And I was like, well, his acting is pretty spot on. I give him that. But that's not fucking Harry Styles.
You're so funny.
That's a clone.
That is so funny.
That's his clone. That's crazy.
But he's British like Harry Styles. Yes.
Are they brothers? Yeah. What the fuck? I just realized that. Weird. All right. But yeah, I watched the movie They Will Kill You. It was actually really good. It was funny. It kind of reminded me of like Kill Bill. Mm-hmm. It was funny. It was good. I really enjoyed it.
Okay. What was it about?
So the older Zaza Beetz, she and the other black girl, Halala. What is it? Mahala. So Zazie is Mahala's older sister, and they got separated, and then she tries to go find her, and then she finds her working at this hotel that has cult stuff going on.
Is she a part of the cult stuff, or is she just working at the hotel?
A little bit of both. So it's kind of a little bit of both. And then Zazie goes to save her, and then she's got cool martial, like she can like really kick ass. So it's kind of like a karate martial arts movie.
Well, that sounds good. Doesn't sound too scary.
Yeah, it wasn't too scary. It's kind of funny. But like gruesome, but not like realistic gruesome, but just like you get gruesome for, I don't know, like blood splooging, like that kind of gruesome. Splooging, just like the most like ridiculous type of blood you could see. But it was really good. I suggest it. And then I started recently. I started finally started. What is the name of the show? It's called Lovecraft Country. I just started Lovecraft Country.
Now
it's been on my to-do list for a while. The reason why I hadn't started because I was like, I don't feel like being angry. Once white people being racist towards black people really grinds my gears. Really puts me in that.
Boils your blood. My hesitation, other than that show being scary, centered around, like Jim Crow racism.
Yeah.
Would be just like, I don't want to get into a show that is canceled. Like, I don't want to watch a show that got canceled after 2 seasons. Because, like, right. I'm gonna enjoy the show and be like, why the fuck did they cancel the show after 2 seasons? And they'll never make any more, and I would just be upset.
I did read, I don't know, but I was trying to figure out, like, why it got canceled. I read somewhere that it was only supposed to be 1 season, maybe, but then they ended on a cliffhanger. Like, they were only expecting to have 1 season. But they could have had 2 seasons.
Okay. Well, I finished watching The Boys.
Boys, how was it?
Oh,
All done? The show's finished, right?
She's finito. You know, they're trying to make a prequel to the show that I will not.
Yeah, I wanted the college thing to kick off, but that boy died.
Yeah. Well, people who watched it really seem to really like it. Like people really
Yeah.
I was just like, I can't watch this and the other show. I was like, they got too much blood, killing, too much gore. I can only commit to so much. So I was like, I will not be watching. But I did want to, to stay afloat. But as someone who watched the okay, so I haven't watched the Gen V or whatever it's called. But it seems like watching the Boys season finale, they started kind of incorporating shit from the V Gen, whatever it's called, Gen V,
Gen Z, I think.
They started incorporating that into the show, and that was kind of irritating me because I was like, I don't know what happens in this show. So y'all are incorporating shit in this show, and I don't know how it's confusing. And y'all are adding it in here, and like you know how they do like the previously on. And they give you like what happens the previous episode. They were incorporating scenes from the other show into the previously on. And I'm like, I don't.
So they were like, right.
I'm like, y'all I don't know what goes on the other show.
Right.
Right.
Like I don't feel like getting all the way into the universe.
Right.
Like I want to watch this show.
But so after like finishing the series, I don't know. It just felt like okay. So they started incorporating the other show into The Boys. But they closed out The Boys. So I just like, I didn't see how the other show could carry on. Like just how they, because she was in it like the last episode, the girl in, what is the name of that show? Gen V?
Gen V.
She was the main girl in Gen V. Ended up being in like the last episode. And first of all, I was like, y'all did not have to put her in here because she did absolutely nothing. So whatever character arc y'all gave her in Gen V was a waste because she did absolutely nothing here. So I just feel like they didn't leave room for the show to continue. Like I just like I don't see how this would have continued on anyway. So I feel like I was like okay. So I was like maybe that's why they canceled it because I don't know how the show would have continued on because Homelander dies. Thank God. And I'm just like, well, what else is there left to do? But I guess if they really wanted to continue it, I mean, they obviously could have found room to continue it, but whatever. I was like, if they really wanted to continue it, she could have. But I don't know how that works in the other show. I don't know what goes on in the other show. But the conglomerate that owns all of the soups, which is called VOT, I was like, well, she could have, like, her show could have been her taking down VOT. But, wow. But Homelander dies, and oh my God, it was the best feeling in the entire world. I was just like, this is what I've been waiting 5 seasons for. Oh my God. All of the torture that I've endured watching the show finally feels worth it. He fucking dies. And everybody online has been complaining about the show. And I'm just like, y'all need to shut the fuck up. This motherfucker died and he deserved to die. And this is exactly how it should have ended. I'm like, what more do y'all want? What more do y'all want? Like, people have, like, I don't know why people have been complaining about this season. I thought it was great. I thought it was great. I thought it was hard to watch. Because, everybody, now it's the last season, so now, they start killing off the main characters and shit. But I was like, I just know what happens at the end. I know it'll all be worth it in the end. Right. So I have to endure. I have to power through.
Does Dean die?
Oh, Soldier Boy?
Yeah.
Bitch, he immortal. Fuck. He can't fucking die.
Oh.
Yeah, he immortal.
Okay, word.
That's what we realized in this season. He's immortal.
Okay.
And the prequel that they're working on, which is called VOT Rising, or VOT, I think VOT Rising, which is the conglomerate that owns all the superheroes. I guess it's the story of, like, the original superheroes and how VOT got founded. So the show will be based around him. So he's going to be the main character.
Oh, Dean. Okay.
And
that's why he got to bring all his friends on.
Right. Okay. Right. Because now they circling this whole universe is about to be centered around him now.
Okay.
But it was really good and one last thing. So maybe 2 more things. So then the VOT Rising show, that's gonna be the prequel, I would have watched because Dean's fine ass, and like Soldier Boy, his character, he's not great. Okay, but he's no
Mhm.
Homelander. So like when you compare him next to Homelander, he looks like like a little puppy. It's like it's really like there's no like so. I would have watched it, but where they failed is there was this girl in like season 3, season 4. Her name was Stormfront, and she also was like an original superhero like Soldier Boy. And her husband was the founder of Vought. And I think she was like the very first superhero because she like operated on her and tested on her. And she was a Nazi. She was a Nazi woman.
As they are.
Right. So they incorporated her into season 3. And she was, as Nazis are, incredibly racist. She was like killing black people on the show when they introduced her into the season. She started sleeping with Homelander. I was like, double whammy. You're a racist and you're sleeping with this narcissist. Like she was crazy. So the Vought uprising will be centered around Homelander and her. Not Homelander, Soldier Boy and her. And I'm like, well, why would I want to watch a show about a racist? And apparently they were in love. So I'm like, why would anybody want to watch that? So I won't be watching it.
Right. Interesting.
I'm like, why do I want to watch a show about a racist Nazi woman? Like what?
Oh, and it's a prequel too. Right. Okay.
And I know how her story ends. I really don't give a fuck. So
I see.
But yeah, all in all, great show. Back to the Homelander ending where he dies. Oh my God, it was so good, Jordan. I just felt like, I was like, oh my goodness. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. So good. It was so good. Yeah.
What I might watch Boys because I wanted to watch the Gen Z after the Chance the black guy on Gen Z died. I was really sad
we
about
gotta
that.
learn these black actor names.
I used to follow him on Instagram when he died. I was like, no.
How you follow him on Instagram but you didn't watch the show?
I watched him on Sabrina. Sabrina.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like you would like Gen. I'm not that I've seen it, but I think you would like Gen Z.
Yeah.
I feel like you like it.
I feel like I have to watch Boys first.
Right. It's a good show. It's a good show.
It is a good show. Yeah.
It really is.
I'm sure it is.
And Soldier Boy is great comedic relief. Every time he gets on the screen, I'm like, this motherfucker is funny.
Okay, he's funny. And cute.
Dean. And he's so good to look at. Oh,
wonderful.
That's why I really am upset about Vought Rising, because if it had just been centered around him, I would have watched. But they want to incorporate this Nazi bitch.
Right. Well, maybe they'll, make it so that she, or maybe it's, I don't know.
But then they also introduced, like, and it'd be different if he was like battling her or something. But then they introduced that he was in love with her. They were in love with each other. So now I don't want to watch him being in love with the Nazi bitch. What are we doing here? So whatever.
Okay, I might watch The Boys. I do get sick with shows when it's like, and a spinoff, and another spinoff, and another spinoff. It's like, I don't feel like getting to this universe that hard.
Right.
Like,
if they would have, now what they need to do, they would have come out with after Vought Rising, if they come out with a Vought Takedown series, I'll watch that. Yeah, let's see the fall of this conglomerate.
The Vought, right.
Yeah. But other than that,
we shall see.
So, yeah.
But yeah, that's all I've seen. All right, The Boys. You see anything else?
No. Okay. Is that all we got? That's what we got here?
I think so.
Speaking of young black actors and their names, think a hair salon. Think Atlanta. Think every popular celebrity, female celebrity of the early 2000s. Think, I gotta get my hair done. Think foreign Austrian asshole. Think highlights and updos and braids and culture. And from being under the reins of a evil boss to owning your own business. Think the piano. Think art school. Think imposters. People who try to pretend to be something they're not. And that brings us to, drum roll please, Beauty Shop. Summary: Gina Norris, Queen Latifah, a talented hairstylist from Chicago, relocates to Atlanta so her daughter can attend a prestigious music school. After a disagreement with her egotistical, snobbish boss, Gina quits to open up her own neighborhood salon, bringing along a diverse crew of opinionated stylists and loyal clients.
Yeah.
The film is an American comedy film directed by Billy Woodruff and screenplay by Kate Lehner, Norman Vance Jr., and story by Elizabeth Hunter. I'm not sure where the screenplay by versus the story by, but whatever. The film serves as a spin-off of the Barbershop Films franchise and stars Queen Latifah as Gina Norris, a character first introduced in the 2004 film Barbershop 2, Back in Business. The film was released March 30th, 2005 and distributed by MGM and was the final MGM film to be physically released on VHS. And that's all I got for you. Budget! You know they don't give you all the bells and whistles when it comes to black movies. So I really couldn't find much.
5 million.
No.
10 million. 7.
No.
2. 15. 20.
$25 million box office.
Okay. 50.
Not quite.
The Black People Show up 40.
$37.2 million.
That's a profit.
So, yeah, the
That's a profit.
film received generally mixed reviews. Not sure why from
Why?
critics, but the film grossed $37 million worldwide against a $25 million budget. Why? I don't know. They be hating on black people. That's all I can.
I do. I want to see the race of the people who reviews reviewed.
Right. How do I get to be a critic? Because there's some of y'all films I would give low ratings as well.
Right.
Cast: Queen Latifah as Gina Norris.
Woo!
Alicia
Gina.
Silverstone as Lynn. Gina's friend who comes to work with her at her bougie salon. She was the shampoo girl at Jorge's. Andy McDowell as Terry, one of Gina's clients from Jorge's, and comes over to her new shop as a client. Alfred Woodard. I should know this lady's name, but Alfred Woodard. You know her, the lady's like.
Oh.
You know that name. As Miss Josephine. Nina Suvari as Joanne, another client from Jorge's that goes to Gina's new shop. Kevin Bacon as Jorge, Gina's egotistical boss who owns Jorge's, the salon that she later quits. Jimin Hansau as Joe, an electrician who lives upstairs above Gina's shop, and her love interest in the film. Golden Brooks as Chanel, one of the hairstylists that comes to work for Gina. Paige Hurd as Vanessa Norris, Gina's daughter. Keisha Knight Pulliam as Darnell Norris, Gina's sister-in-law. Vanessa's aunt. Sherry Shepard as Ida, another salon stylist that comes to work for Gina. We also see an appearance by Kamorley Simmons as well. Cheryl Underwood plays the catfish lady who supplies food to the beauty supply. Catfish Lady Rita. Octavia Spencer is in there. Well, she plays the client. Humble beginnings for Queen Octavia Spencer. Now she has a fucking Oscar.
Period.
We love that for her.
All right. Oh, and before we begin, don't forget to rate, subscribe, tell your friends, follow us, and please don't spoil the movie. We're on TikTok, Instagram. We have a website. Jade's on her phone. Loud. Don't forget, we have a TikTok. We have an Instagram. Follow us. Like us. Follow
us on all social media handles. Please don't spoil.
Tell your friends.
Spoil the movie.
Our goal by the end of this year is to have 10,000 monthly downloads.
Oh, I was trying to say 1,000 followers on Instagram. Well, I thought you were going to say 10,000 followers on Instagram. I was like, bitch, you tripping.
Sure.
Maybe 1,000.
Put it in there. Hey, you say that. Don't be putting that negativity on our podcast. If you're going to dream big.
You're
Shoot
right.
for the stars, land on the moon,
That's
or whatever the fuck.
That's right.
So yeah, and we need your help. So anywho, so the movie begins at home. We see Gina. She's getting ready for work. We see her family, which is her mother-in-law. She's staying with in Chicago. She has a daughter named Vanessa, and then she has a mother-in-law daughter. What do you call that?
That's her sister-in-law.
Sister. She has a sister-in-law, Darnell. And they all live in the same house together. It's a house full of females, empowerment. Hell yeah. So
seems like fun.
Yeah. So Gina used to be married to the mom's son,
brother,
and then the mom's
son.
Yeah. So Gina is getting ready for work.
Now.
He's dead now. R.I.P. But Gina's getting ready for work. She's a beautician. Her hair is laid. It's Queen Latifah. She's looking in the mirror. She's talking about how if her butt looks fat, she's like, the daughter's like, yes, it does. She said, amen, period.
That's what I'm
shout out to Queen Latifah. Huh?
That's what I'm
That's what I'm looking for. And shout out to Queen Latifah. Mad respect growing up.
This is a great role for her because her hair is always laid. So of course,
always laid.
It only made sense she was in a movie where she owned a hair salon.
Yeah, always laid. In every movie, she's gonna get a man, and he's gonna be fine.
Too.
The only time that she didn't get a fine one was
that movie with
Bring Down the House.
Oh.
But he was rich, so
okay.
She was taken care of.
Right.
So
Who points her out the window? You got me all twisted up in the game.
He might have been the finest one, but he rolled with her and he had money. So like she always got a baddie on her side. And who shout out to Queen Latifah, 10 out of 10 lover. Gina's on her way to work. She's dropping off her daughter Vanessa at a private school.
And she
needs money.
She's at this private school. It's an art school. It's prestigious.
The school is very prestigious.
And she plays the piano. So
she plays the piano.
She listens to like Bach and Beethoven and those guys.
She's educated, honey.
Yeah.
So Gina drops up her daughter off at her very lovely high-end moolah school, and she goes to work. On the way to work, she listens to her favorite radio talk show by DJ Hollerin' Helen, and she's always talking about sex and dating and being a black woman, and I'm
in Atlanta.
They're in Atlanta. Black capital of the world. They just moved there from Chicago. But anyway, Gina arrives at work. She works at a very Caucasian salon. She is got to be the only black worker there, and probably the only black person that walk in there once every. There's probably no other black people who walk in there. Maybe once every 3 months, another black person walks in there.
Oh yeah,
I have to guess.
Clientele is white.
Yeah.
Staff is white. Owner's white.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why she
went there.
Yeah, sought out that place.
Maybe she just didn't know. Right. I mean, so she recently moved from Chicago. So maybe she's just like, I need someone that's gonna make. I mean, she's got to pay for the daughter's music lessons, and
that salon.
It's a high-end salon, so the clients are very rich. So maybe she need like a high-end, like,
yeah,
I need this money.
That's true.
Not to say black people don't spend money on their hair, because they do as well, but maybe she's just like,
we know what kind of society we live in.
Yeah, unfortunately. So Gina's at work. She is clearly loved by all. She's like the advice person. We see on her mirror, she has a picture of her old friends from the barbershop. So like the barbershop cast, which includes Ice Cube and everyone.
And she's loved by all. Everyone comes in. They want to see Gina. Gina has this special conditioner that everybody loves as well. She's the talk of the town. She is Jorge's. Jorge should be called Gina's because she's the best thing that's ever happened to Jorge. And one of her clients, who she's actually taking at the moment, says those exact words. And that is, what's her name? Joanne, played by Mina Savarier. And so while Joanne is saying this, Gina, you're the best thing that ever happened to Jorge's. Jorge comes down. He's like, oh, I thought the best thing to happen to Jorge was Jorge. And so Jorge comes down. Jorge is played by Kevin Bacon. I love him in this role. I think this is my favorite.
Hilarious. I guess I never like was like, oh, that's Kevin Bacon.
Right.
Until you said it just now. I was like, oh yeah, that is Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, what a fun role for him. So he comes down, and Jorge is this Austrian, high fashion, long blonde hair, snooty owner of Jorge's.
Racist.
Right. Semi racist. He be hitting her with the microaggressions.
Mm-hmm.
And so when Joanne gets up to leave, and thanks Gina for all of her work, Jorge tells her, like, hey, look, remember that this is my establishment, this is my place, and remember whose name is on the moniker.
Excuse me, what did you just call me?
So he refers to the sign on the building as a moniker.
The thing is, I know he's doing something, because why would you call it that? One, two, English is your second language. You should know the word moniker, because I don't know it.
Right.
I ain't never said the word moniker a day in my life.
I've never even heard that fucking word before.
Right. So you Googled words that sound like nigger with an accent, and you're gaslighting her. Because what?
And I thought it was funny when I was watching this. I was like, they found this like very run-off word that I'm sure nobody used just to incorporate a N-word joke.
Girl, there's a lot of points in this movie I'm like,
right.
I know the people who wrote this was white. The people behind it.
I was like, y'all were digging for this word. Like, y'all were digging for this word to incorporate.
They said, we're gonna get you a black movie, but there will be a little bit of humiliation in there sprinkled in.
Some slight racism.
A little downgrade.
Right. So he refers to the sign on the building as a moniker. Gina hears my nigga, and he's like, Gina, the moniker, the name of the building, of which is my name on the side of the wall. And she's like, okay, yeah, sure. If you say so.
So at this point, Gina stops talking to Jorge, and her coworker, shampoo girl Lynn, comes up to her and is like, "Let's go on a lunch break."
Played by Alyssa Silverstone.
Yes. So the two go on and before they leave, Gina tells,
she's like, "Have you ever heard the word moniker?" And she said, and then Lynn goes, "Moniker?" And she's like, "Yeah, you ever heard that word? I could have sworn he said my nigga." And then Lynn goes, "My nigger?" And she's like, you white, so you can't say that. Don't ever say that again. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he called me.
I didn't like that.
I didn't like that either, because she said it twice.
My nigger? My nigger?
My nigger? I was like, oh. Y'all was getting away with the Jorge. My nigger. But she's saying my nigger.
It was a different time. It was funny when white people say the N-word. I don't think it's funny. The joke is gone. It's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
And I hate when new comedy movies are just like, and we have to have a black joke in here where we're saying the N-word. I'm just like, it's not funny to me.
Right. We have to laugh at the expense of black pain.
It's 2026. A white person saying the N-word is not hilarious to me. I know what you're doing. Pick on a different race.
Right.
Try something else.
Draft something else.
Pick on your own race.
Get in the lab. Think of something else.
Oh my God, I hate it. It's so annoying. Celestial.
The two girls go out for lunch. They're walking after lunch in the park, and Gina's just talking about how she can't stand Jorge. She wants to open up her salon, and Lynn is like, well, at least you have a booth. Like, I'm stuck at Shampoo Girl. And Gina's encouraging her, and she's like, you won't be stuck in that position for long. And they're both just trying to encourage each other. Like, eventually their situations will become easier.
And Lynn shares with Gina that she worked like a hair show this weekend. She shows Gina her styles, and of course all her styles are like black women styles, but she did amazing. They're like very like 90s, like in a style book, but like no one would actually wear that unless you were like a model on a runway. There are very few black people who actually wear those kind of hairstyles, and shout out to them, but like most people wouldn't wear those hairstyles every single day. But they're very black.
They're very hairstyles. 90s too. It's like that 90s.
Very 90s, yeah. And then Gina's like, "Oh my God, whenever I open my shop, you have a chair welcomed in." And then we learned that Gina's always had a dream of opening her own shop. She doesn't care how much hard work goes into it. And then we learned that she just moved to ATL from Chicago, so she has to like put her dreams on pause because she has to pay for her daughter's private music school, so she can't really follow her dreams just yet. She needs to worry about that income. And then later on, we see Gina. She goes to Vanessa's school. She watches her play the piano. And this is the first time they mention that Gina's husband, Vanessa's father, passed away. And he was also a musician. And she makes a comment about Vanessa's playing. She's like, she doesn't play as passionately since her father died. And then Paulette, the mother-in-law, she has the daughter Darnell, which I don't know. I don't know if I paid attention to this dynamic when I was younger, but I was like, that is crazy that she has a daughter that's 25-ish, maybe 20, 25. But Pauletta mentions how like she just wants her daughter to like get off her ass and do right, and she dresses like a hoochie mama. Yeah. But shout out to Darnell. She's figuring herself out. But the next day at work, Gina's doing a client's hair and Jorge is doing nothing. And he looks out the window and he sees one of his clients that he's personally supposed to do, Tara, pull up.
Terry.
And he goes up to Gina and he's like, take care of Teddy. And Gina's like, okay, yeah, let me finish this client first. He's like, no. And he's
like, I want you to do it now.
Even though that's his client. But anywho, Jorge runs out the door and then Gina's like, okay, I'm going to take care of Terry. She takes her to the shampoo bowl and Lynn's there because she's a shampoo girl. And Gina tells Lynn, how about you go finish my client? And Lynn's like, I'm not supposed to do that. You know, I'm supposed to wait till a chair becomes available and I'm supposed to strictly stick to shampoo girl. But she was like, Jorge's not here. Go take care of my current client. I had to start this lady. And it's a secret between us. So don't you worry about it. Also, before Jorge left, he snatched down Gina's picture of the barbershop and he said, what did he say? This is in Kmart?
He said, why don't you find a picture frame for your photo? And preferably not one from Kmart, yeah. Jorge's didn't become the best, most popular, gorgeous shop in Atlanta for having Kmart bought photo frames.
Why did you hire me? Why did you accept? Why did you hire me? You clearly don't like me, my black ass. Why did you hire me? Right. So Lynn starts to do her old client's hair, and then Gina's talking to Terry. And then Terry's having husband problems, and Gina tries to like counsel her. And they talk about how Terry might start using sex toys back. It's not really working. He's checked out of the marriage. And then she's so stressed up, Terry, is that she's losing big clumps of her hair because of the stress. And then Gina's like, I'm going to use my secret special conditioner to help your hair. Also, it's a secret. She's not supposed to be using it. So, like, it's really hush hush. But all her clumps. And then Gina gets Terry's hair back to where it's supposed to be. It looks amazing. And then she sends Terry along her way. But unfortunately, Jorge's come back.
Jorge comes back and he sees Lynn, the shampoo girl, working at an actual booth station. And he goes up to her and he says, shampoo girl, you're supposed to be shampooing at the shampoo station. That is why you're the shampoo girl. And he's basically like, why are you over here? Why are you touching a client's head? All you're doing is shampooing. And then here comes Gina, and she sees Lynn's work that she has done on her client. And Gina's like, oh my goodness, Lynn, you did fantastic. You did your thing. And then Jorge pulls Gina aside, and he's like, okay, let me remind you how things work around here. Okay, she's a shampoo girl. She is supposed to be shampooing. You were supposed to be doing the client's hair. And she was like, well, I'm sorry, Jorge, but I was busy taking care of your client that you told me I had to take care of. And Lynn has her license. She has her hair license.
Right.
So I told her to take a crack at it. Good hair. Right. And she did a good job. And he was like, oh, so this was your idea to let her do your client's hair. And he's like, let me remind you of something. Okay? I'm the boss around here. I tell you what to do, and I tell the other employees what to do. It's not the other way around. And she's like, you really act and behave as if you think you own me or something. And he's like, I do own you. I might not have the papers. I was like, that's crazy.
Crazy response.
He said, I might not have the papers. Bitch, I own you. And Jim's like,
crazy.
You're going to have to stop putting your finger in my face. And he's like, look, I don't care about you or your other little street colonialisms, but just remember that you work at Jorge's. And Gina said, you know what? I actually don't work at Jorge's anymore. I'm actually quitting because I've had enough of you and your behavior and your quite frankly, mini racism. And I'm over it. I don't need this. I can go start my own salon. I can go start my own business, do my own thing, and not have to deal with you. And she's like, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. And it's just like, and while I'm at it, what's up with the Kmart remarks?
Right.
Is it because I'm black? Is it because I'm black?
That's when he said the word colonialism, I'd have been like, this motherfucker's lying. There's no way that English is your second language, and out of all the words you put to memory, one of them is colonialism. No, you're not. Like, I'd have been like, you're a fraud. There's no way that English is your second language, and you know the word colonialism,
and you pronounce it so well,
and you just throw that one out there,
right? So Gina is like, I'm leaving. And Jorge is like, if you leave, you will fall flat on your ass. And Gina's like, well, good thing I got a big ass because I got a lot of cushion. Period. Goodbye.
Bye. So at home, Gina is quick on, she's searching for her next jump. Where's she going next? So she's not going to go to another salon. She's going to follow her dream. She's going to buy a salon. She's looking at all these salons online. They were for sale. And then the next day she goes to the bank and she tries to secure a loan to purchase a salon. However, when she enters the bank, the loan officer, this raggedy, sad lady, is like, sorry, you have no credit, you have no collateral, you have no capital. Whatever. And Gina's like, and I'm black. And then the loan officer,
the lady was like, I thought that was so, okay. So the lady was like, you're lacking the three C's that we like all of our clients to have. Capital, collateral, and Gina goes, color. She's like, I meant credit, and you're welcome to open up a credit card with us and have a credit card on file with us instead of using your race card. And I was like, oh.
That was a bit much. I was like, someone throw away this movie.
I was like, she's like, you're more than welcome to open a credit card as opposed to using the race card if that's what you want to do. I was like, oh please. Damn.
It's recorded information that y'all don't give loans to black people.
Right,
or whatever.
These are facts.
These are facts. We're spitting. These are figures.
These facts and figures, lady. So Gina's like, okay, whatever. Thanks, have a nice day. But before Gina leaves, we also see that the bank teller or bankman, whatever she is, she's interested in her manager. Like, she has like little googly eyes for him. And Gina kind of picked up on that. So Gina collects her things and she leaves. But she does go to the bathroom and she finds the loan officer who just declined her loan also in the bathroom. And the lady says to her, please don't kill me. Girl. I was like, wow, another one. And Gina's like, bitch, I'm not gonna kill you. So Gina, actually being the nice, kind woman that she is, actually gives this lady a quick impromptu makeover. She pins her hair back. She combs out her hair because it was looking raggedy. She gave her 2 little like curly pieces in the front. She put it in a nice little bun. She gave her a little blush and some lipstick. And Gina's like, now your little coworker, he's definitely gonna notice you now. And Gina, they hug, and she's like, oh my God, thank you so much. She was like, no problem. And Gina like walks out, and before she leaves, the loan officer tells her, loan approved. We will approve you for your loan. And Gina's like, oh my God, yes, how much? Like 150? She's like, no, I can't give you that. And she's like, okay, like 90? She's like, no, sweetie, I can't give you that. She's like, 70? 75? And the loan officer only approves her for $30,000. And Gina's like, what kind of shop am I supposed to buy with $30,000?
Let's do the inflation calculator there. What year this movie come out?
2005.
Is about $52,000. Crazy, Jesus. Yeah, that's crazy how much inflation
has just skyrocketed in only 20 years.
Yeah,
Jesus,
it's $52,000 today. So yeah, she only got $30K back then, $50K now to buy a salon. And she goes, what kind of shitty salon can I buy with that? And then cut to the shitty salon that she buys. It's old fashioned. It was born in the 80s. What?
I thought it would look cute. I would have kept it how it looked. It looks retro.
It did look retro, but it looked old, dirty retro, not like intentional retro.
It looked fine to me. It was just a lot of red.
It looked ragged. It felt dark.
Yeah, it was really dark because it was so much
and
red.
like I feel like it smelled in there. Like,
it definitely smelled.
Old.
It definitely smelled old in there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could smell it by looking at it.
But it was giving, it's retro, but only because we haven't upgraded it ever. Not on purpose.
Right.
But she walks in there and it's like old and dusty. I don't know how people worked in there, honestly. Old, dusty, and there's a big hole in the ceiling that's filled with wires. She calls the electrician, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this place needs a lot of work." He's like, "The breaker's wrong. Nothing's in here is up to code. If you plug this in and plug that in, you might short circuit." And she's like, Gina's like, "Well, how much would that cost?" And he's like, $2,000 to $3,000.
No, he said 4 to 6.
4 to 6.
Which wasn't a lot of money. I was like, bitch, if you don't fucking put that on a credit card and let him get to work.
I know. I mean, I guess she spent all her $30,000 to buy the place, and she just didn't have, and she's got to make payments on that. Right. Oh, Jesus.
I mean, if you've already spent $30,000,
right, keep it going. No, for real. I'm like, right. Yeah, keep it going. Right. But yeah, so that happens, but then we get a montage of the family cleaning up the whole place and dusting and moving furniture and painting and opening lights and dancing, and everyone's helping out, the mom, the daughter, both people's daughters, and they have a great time. And then
Vanessa and Darnell.
Yeah, and then Gina puts up a photo of Madam C.J. Walker. She created the perm.
You failed to mention that the electrician is her love interest, Joe.
Well, it's a secret. Or are we going to spoil it? Yeah, it's not a secret. Yeah. I'm just joking.
I mean, as he entered.
We didn't get there yet.
Well, you said she spoke with the electrician.
Joe. Yeah, sorry, Joe. We'll be soon to find out. Has a permanent place in the movie. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay. If I spoiled it for you. Okay. We don't know that yet. He's a beautiful black man. You should assume that he was going to be her love interest because she pulls baddies. Shout out to Queen Latifah. But yeah, Joe. He to me, when I think of what's his name? Demon Hansen. He reminds him and Idris Elba. I feel like they'd be like, which one y'all want? Y'all want Damon? Y'all want Idris?
No, this guy is this is like his only ever. He plays an evil guy in everything he's in.
Right. I feel like there was a time
which one y'all want?
that one of like handsome African men. I just like there was a time that
these two,
they were probably competing for roles. Right. They're like, we got Idris over here, and like we got Damon, but Idris, obviously won the shot. But I feel like they could have won neck and neck at one time. Like I feel like they could have gave this role to Idris.
Oh, he was married to Kamora Lee Simmons.
Oh, there we go. That's why she's in the movie.
Right.
What other movies does he do?
This is probably, it says they were married or together. I guess, no, maybe not married. It just says partner. 2007 to 2012. I wonder if this is where they met then. I wonder.
Oh. Maybe so.
It's cute.
Maybe so. That will make sense is where they met. Because I was thinking he put her in the movie, but maybe this is where they met. Could go both ways though. Blood Diamond. That's why we think he's evil.
He's evil in everything he's in.
He was in The Quiet Place.
He wasn't evil in that?
Too. No, he was helpful. I haven't seen it in a while though.
I saw like a video of him recently. I thought that was crazy because he literally be in everything, but he be in everything playing a villain, which I also think is a little racist.
He does, yeah.
They be typecasting him. But he's been in so many movies.
He has. I'm looking at it right now.
It was some video where he was talking about basically how he's been in so much and he still doesn't get paid equity.
Oh, really?
A fair amount. He still doesn't receive the pay equity that he should be receiving.
That's crazy.
And he was kind of saying, I mean, I don't remember word for word, so I don't want to, quote it accurately, but I think he was basically saying, he's like, I be living paycheck to paycheck sometimes.
That's the sad part about
which is crazy because he's been in 1,000 things, and all of the things that he be in be making $500 million at the box office.
Oh yeah, he be in good as he be
in the superhero movies.
He was in Quiet Place. Those did the big one.
Right.
He was in fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. Don't remember where he was. Oh yeah, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. He plays that little guy in Guardians of the Galaxy. He was in Constantine. I don't know how much money Constantine made, but I really liked him in Constantine.
I don't know what that is, but 230.
What?
That's how much it made. 230. Constantine made $230 million.
$1 million. Oh shit! Yeah, he should have
He's
got up
in
on.
Aquaman. This is in all the fucking superheroes.
He's in the Kingsman, which I feel like a lot of people liked.
He's in Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain Marvel, Aquaman, Shazam, Black Adam, Shazam: Fury of the Gods. He's in How to Train Your Dragon. He was in Furious 7, A Quiet Place 2. He be in them box office hitters.
Yeah, he has enough under his belt that he should be making.
That's
like
terrible.
Like he should like he's in fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. Right. What more do you want from me? Right. I'm my Disney paycheck should be huge.
It's honestly to the point if he's gonna be in your movie, it's bound to be a success because I don't seem like he's been in a flop yet.
Right.
Except for Black Adam, that was a flop.
Yeah, I tried to watch Black Adam. I couldn't finish it.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson's fault, not.
No, I did finish Black Adam. I'm thinking of the other one where Jesus is black.
I feel like it couldn't have been that good.
Black Adam, like all of Marvel, not Marvel.
Right, I'm
DC
sure
movies,
it follows the
terrible.
same formula as all the other ones.
Marvel has perfected their. Unfortunately, it's all. I feel like Marvel movies, all their superhero movies are. Yeah, you weren't listening. Hold on. So Marvel's perfected the superhero trope. They got it down pack. It's funny. It's serious. It's heartbreaking. They got it down pack. It feels like the same formula. They got it though. So I feel like if you watch one Marvel movie, you probably seen them all vibe wise. DC, if you see one DC movie, you see them all because they're all fucking shitty.
Oh, so Black Adam was bad. A DC movie.
Yes.
I thought it was a Marvel movie. No,
Marvel's good, right? Let me make sure. That's how you know you're watching a DC movie.
Suicide Squad was good.
Because it's bad.
The second one.
That's the only one. They get it. They get it every now and again. The second one's really good. I didn't like the first one, but like Madam Web, terrible. Didn't watch it though. I
want to watch Madam Web because I'm like, there's no way it was that bad.
I know I do want to watch it. It was on something, but
there's no way this movie was as bad as everybody makes it out to be.
I know. What was the other one? Fuck. The one who owns a cult, Jared Leto. What's his movie?
Jared Leto.
What's his?
Oh, not Morpheus.
Yeah, Morpheus. I think that's what it is. What?
No.
Morpheus. No, I think you got it.
It's another word. It sounds like Morpheus. Hold on. Morbus.
Morbus? What other movies? Hold on, I have to remember. Oh, Wonder Woman movies. The first one was good, or it was okay. I think the second or third one, I didn't watch that.
The first Wonder Woman.
The first one was good.
So good.
But everyone said the second one was shitty. So Wonder Woman 1984 didn't watch it because everyone said it was so bad. What else? What else was bad? Aquaman, hated it. Black Adam, hated it. I never saw Shazam. Blue Beetle was good. I like Blue Beetle. I was surprised by that. I thought when I was watching, I was like, oh, this is a Marvel movie because it's good. But it wasn't. That was a good one. Birds of Prey was okay. Wasn't that good though. Birds of Prey, that was the Harley Quinn spinoff. Yeah, the DC makes really bad movies. It's to the point where I think they're doing it on purpose. It's a Batman. The original Batmans were good. That was DC, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think they're trying to be like Marvel, and they should just try to be like.
Well, they definitely are.
They just be like serious. Like we don't need. I don't know. I'm so over action movies. Anywho. I don't remember where we were. They cleaned up the shop. The shop is beautiful. They hear, I guess after hours, they hear piano playing from upstairs. Unbeknownst to them, it's Joe, the electrician. He's also a piano person. But they don't know that yet. But the next day, Gina is excited to show the girls the shop.
She's inherited. When purchasing the shop, the realtor also told her, like, there's still some girls that are still on. So you're, like, inheriting the shop, but you're also inheriting these girls that worked at the shop under the previous owner. It's just like, okay, cool.
It was an active hair salon. It wasn't, yeah.
So the next day, she's like, meets with all the new girls. Well, not the new girls, but the previous girls that worked there. She brings them in, and they're like, shh, we don't like this. This place is crazy. Which is crazy. These two bum bitches, Mercedes and Porsche, don't like the shop because, I don't know, it looked 10 times better than what it was before. And Gina's kind of like, wait, so why don't you like the shop? And one of them's like, it's not that we don't like it. We just don't think it's all that. And
it's trying to be something it's not. some people in this world are negative no matter what, and it's them.
Right?
Like y'all are never going to succeed in life because you won't even accept something better for yourself.
Right. Speak on it. I was like, how can you look at what it was before and then look at what it is now and think, no thanks? Like what?
It's anti-black. It's anti-woman. I feel like they're just mad that someone else bought this shop and it wasn't
Right,
them, and
somebody
they're just like they're gonna hate no matter. They're gonna hate no
Yeah.
matter what.
Right. They was gonna hate
Someone
no
young, happy, and ambitious. They were like, this is it's not all that. What? Did you see where you were before this?
Right. Come on now. So
Mhm.
there's these two girls who aren't feeling it. But then we're introduced to the other girls that are perfectly fine with it. Chanel, which is one of them, the girl from Girlfriends. One of the characters
Yes.
from Girlfriends. Then we have
Ida,
who's played by Sherry Shepherd, who plays Ida. She's pregnant, expecting a child, and she's like, yeah, the place is nice. And then we have Alfre Woodard, who plays Miss Josephine, and
Yes.
she's like a card lady, and she's like, yeah, this is nice. So those three are fine with it. Chanel's got a little bit of an attitude, but she's
right.
like, whatever.
Bills need to be paid.
But Portia and Mercedes, they're like, you know what? We don't want to do this. We don't know how we feel about this. While they're still having this meeting, determining, you know, how we're going to move forward in this beauty shop, enters Lynn. Lynn comes in. She's super excited. She's like, hey, y'all. And
she's a white woman. Did we mention that?
No.
I don't know if we're explicit.
But she worked at Jorge, so she's white.
Yeah. Right.
So Lynn comes in, and Gina has offered her a spot. And, of course, Portia and Mercedes, the pity police, are both like, oh, absolutely not. You're not trying to brighten up the place. You're trying to whiten up the place. We won't work with her.
But like, whoa. And you know what? I feel like this movie is like, now they're trying to make black people seem like they're the racist,
right?
The
I was
racist
like, okay,
people. This movie is like
the reverse racism card.
Like, come on.
Because in reality, no, even if these bitches Portia, as miserable as these bitches Portia and Mercedes are, no one is gonna have a white woman walk in and be like, oh my god, absolutely not, we won't work with her. Right. Now they might say it in private. But in front of her face publicly, they would not have done that.
I just didn't like that. It felt like the episode of Sex and the City when Samantha starts dating that black guy, and then the reason why they break up is because the sister was like, I don't want him dating a white man or white girl. It's just like the one time I have a black person on the show, this is the story you want to portray, that right. Samantha's not the racist, but the black person's the racist. Yeah. Like, there's so many stories that you can tell. And this is the route you choose to go down. Right. Yeah, this is how y'all introduce the black person. I hate when they do that. Just like, and we're not the problem, they are. Black people are so racist. Like, no, black people will welcome you in.
Right. This is not accurate. So Mercedes and Portia are like, you know what, Gina, you can have your little shop. Okay. Do your thing, girl. Do your thing. But we don't want any part of it. And so Portia and Mercedes walk out. On the way out, they try to get Chanel to leave with them. And Chanel goes, ain't no white girl about to mess up my money. Y'all could go ahead and leave. Okay. Thanks. But like, who cares if Lynn's white? It's not that big of a deal, everybody.
Right.
So now Gina is left with Lynn, Miss Josephine, Ida, and Chanel. And
positive group.
Yeah. And Gina's like, all right, now that we got the bad apples out of here, you know, let's keep this on the upward trend. Let's keep this positive.
Yes, but besides like the vibe of the place, Gina's also like changing. She's like serving water and cappuccino. She wants them to wear the same smocks. She doesn't want them eating on like out and about. So it's like sprinkle of Jorge, which I love. It's like she wants to be more professional. It's not like it's like.
And Mercedes and Portia wanted to be able to eat their church's chicken on their countertop.
Right.
And Gina said, we're not doing it.
As someone who goes to a black beautician. As an adult now, later we'll talk about as a child. I feel like we should. But when I'm in the shop, like the girls are like, someone has entered, like, change the topic. Like they're very professional. Like the salon I go to, I love them. They're like Jay. That I always tell y'all to go to.
Oh, I thought she was just in there by herself.
So they've moved around a lot, but it's 3 of them, and they always travel together. From when I've started, they've moved twice. And every time they look for a new place, they're like, and we want to find, do you have 3 spots available? Because we're together.
Crew. Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, but whenever they shop, they were professional. Like if any kids come in or like older people, they're like, let's stop talking, and they start using. Sometimes they use code words. They're like, this means this.
Okay.
But I like that.
Right.
Like they keep professional. They don't talk about crazy stuff when certain people are in there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're very professional, very positive people. And some salons are like, can be negative and toxic. So that's why they travel together, because they vibe. And they're like, we only go places where good vibes and each other.
That's so cute.
So I like that Gina is just like trying to bring like a level of professionalism and like.
Yeah, because these beauticians these days ain't got no sense of professionalism. Cancel. You can't bring your kids. You can't bring food. You can't breathe. You can't sneeze.
Right.
You can't use. You can only use the bathroom one time. If you use the bathroom more than once, I have to charge you an extra $15.
Right, and if you come with your hair undone, send it back.
Right, you didn't comb out all of your 4C hair, now I have to cut it all off.
So crazy. But like Gina's like, here's water and coffee, a cappuccino, and someone's gonna serve it to you. Right. Welcome to, you deserve this, Black women. The day has started. One of the previous owner's customers walked in. She's like, what? What's wrong?
That scene was so fucking funny to me.
Oh, okay. Jesus, you made me nervous.
When
the old lady walks in,
yes, she's like, I'm Mrs. Turner. And she's like, she wanted to speak to the old owner, and Gina's like, she's not here. I'm the new owner now. And she's like, well, I'm Mrs. Turner. T as in Turner, O as in Ogilvy, W as in Wichita, N as in I don't live near here.
What?
Exactly.
But it was very like older Black woman coded. Like right. I could see an older.
So when she said N as in I don't live near here, I fucking lost it. N as in I don't live around near here.
Yeah, right. So when I came
oh my God.
So she was like, I came up here, I'm looking for my girl, and she not in here. What the fuck? Which is crazy. Like the old salon. I feel like she just like, okay, sold it and just like didn't tell anybody, didn't tell her clients, didn't tell her staff, just like.
And how long has it been closed? Because the people were coming in as if like it closed yesterday, but the way that shop looked like it had been closed for 15 years.
Right. Yeah. But the older lady comes in and she's like, where's my girl? And she's confused and unhappy, and she doesn't know how she feel about them. But Gina's like, I can do your hair. Welcome. We have a new owner. I'm the owner. And then she gives the client to Lynn. Lynn does her hair. The older lady accepts because, Lynn's a white woman and you never know. And then Chanel even makes a comment. Her and Chanel and Lynn have like a back and forth the whole time. And then shortly after, 2 hot girls come in. One of them is played by, and the other one is, where is she from?
She's famous, but I never know her.
Oh, Lisa Ray.
The
other one's Lisa Ray, the actress. And they come in hot girls. 10 out of 10. They baddies. I'm surprised they went there in the first place, honestly.
Right. I'm surprised they was going there in the first place. The original job, like y'all were setting foot in there.
Right. But they walk in looking for Portia and
Mercedes.
And Gina goes, both the car girls have left.
We got rid of all of our foreign cars.
Yes.
So they're gone. And Komora Lee, Simmons, and Lisa Ray are like, okay, well, we're going to leave. Like, no. Okay, bye. And Gina's like, no. Don't leave. Like, look, I understand. Y'all want to stay, ready and prepared and primped and lovely for your man and your hair. Like, I got y'all. I can figure it out. Like, I can do this for you. And Lisa Ray was basically like, I don't know you. And Gina's like, hey, I'll do it for free. And Komora Lee and Lisa were like, well, that's money to our ears. That's all we need to hear. So they sit down in her chair. Gina does Lisa Ray's hair. She does like a slick back, like ponytail look. She loves it. And Kamora's like, I'll be back tomorrow at like 10 a.m. because I want to be a regular here because you're great. And so Gina is, the clients are coming. The people are talking.
Love that. Back at Jorge's, he has just found out that not only he lost his best worker, Gina, he also lost Lynn, the shampoo girl. So he has a client that just walked in and they're down a shampoo girl. So he starts to shampoo this client because he thinks he knows everything, but it goes awry. He like makes a mess everywhere. He sprays the water and he's like, oh shit. So that's his life without Lynn and Gina. And we also get introduced to Willie. He is a teenager who hangs around the neighborhood. He's a hustler. He is flirtatious. He sells candy, but he also like videotapes everything. But he also he like videotapes women and their butts, which is unfortunate because he could probably get some like really good footage about like the lifestyle back then. But it's mostly just but most of his footage just asses.
Yeah.
And then so he's like harassing the girls. Gina at first is like, okay, you can sell your candy, but go ahead and quit that kind of stuff because
you need to learn how to be respectful to these ladies if you want to
Yes.
be able to come in here and sell stuff.
And then he says, okay, thank you, but do you have some milkshakes to go? Do you want some chocolate to go with those milkshakes? Or
Do you have fries to go along with that shake?
Something like that. Something about her boobs. I don't know. And she's like, she's like, she takes them out and she throws them out with his chocolate. And she said, and don't come back again until you learn how to speak to a woman. That was her first day. Back at the house, we see Darnell. She's dressed in a perfect Kill Bill outfit. She's about to get on a motorcycle that her boyfriend gave to her, loaned to her. And she's about to ride a motorcycle. Does she know how to ride a motorcycle? No.
Right.
I'm sure she doesn't. But she got it from a boyfriend and she's going to ride it, which is crazy.
Very.
So that's a little sprinkle of something that we're just going to come back to later. So back at the salon, everyone's in good spirits. The salon is listening to DJ Hollerin' Helen. She's she's talking about sex and men and stuff once again. And Lynn, throughout the movie or in here, makes like a weird she's trying to fit in throughout the whole movie.
And it's just not landing. They're not landing. She mentions Denzel Washington and they're up in arms that she mentioned Denzel. And they're like, why didn't you say Brad Pitt? And they're all reciting Maya Angelou and she tries to join in and they're like, bitch, what you know about Maya Angelou? So
right.
They're not vibing with her.
Then we meet Rita, Catfish Rita. She's a lady who comes in and she sells catfish hot plates. At first, Gina's like, I'm gonna get out of there with this. But Rita's like, I can get you you get a free one every time I come up here. And Gina's like, okay, bet. This really reminded me.
That's genius, and you will be more than welcome into my shop every single time.
Yes.
If you give me a free plate of food. Like, come
right. Period. That scene just made me think about when we were younger and we used to go to the hair salon and what terrible times, but also great times.
I don't remember. I wouldn't even say great times. Miserable times. We'd get there at 5 o'clock and we wouldn't leave out until like 11 p.m.
I know, it's crazy.
Every Friday. That's how we spent our Friday evenings. For like 10 years.
Like, what a time. You just went to the salon, no appointment. You just got in line. Like, whoever got here first. But
that wasn't normal. Other people would have no.
Was it normal?
Them other salons, those other beauticians, they would have appointments with their clients. Sheikah was the only one who didn't do appointments because that was the only day she would come because she was in nursing school. So all of her, the only
whole time, not in the beginning though.
No, the whole fucking time we were going there. The whole fucking time we were going there. That's why everybody would pile in on Friday because it's the only day she would come in. And it was first come, first serve. That was her order. Whoever came in first.
So y'all, we used to go to the hair. This back when we got perms. Yeah. Back when everyone used to go to black people used to go to the hair salon. Did we go every other Friday or every Friday?
We went every other Friday.
Yeah, we went every other Friday. Back when you, as a black person, you had to go to the salon. Like, it wasn't like a luxury. It was just like what you did. Like now, I feel like people get braids last longer. You get your sew-in and last longer. Right. But back then, you got your perms. You got them every other week, and that was your lifestyle. And our mom used to bring us
not a perm every other week, but that roller set every other week.
Oh yeah, sorry, not the perm once every 3 months. Roller set every other week. And then we used to get up. All three of us just go in there, get in at 5, 6, and leave at 10. We was watching her turn off the lights.
We was watching.
Shut down.
We would leave out with her as she's turning off the lights, locking the gate, putting on the alarm system. At 10 o'clock at night.
It was crazy. We were so tired. But I do miss it for the community. It was a fun time to. I don't know.
It would have been nicer if we were older.
It would have been so much nicer if we were older.
It felt like torture being stuck up there. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was. It was like, damn, we got to sit at the salon. Touch your patience.
And that was before we had Instagram, before we had TikTok, before we had social media. We would just be sitting up in there. And bitch, I don't fucking read. So I wasn't reading no motherfucking book. And I was just sitting there with
we'd do homework. watch
Oh
the
my
news,
God, it was
hear
so
them talk. Every
boring.
now and again, they would get like a good conversation going. I'm like, let me listen to these grown people
Yeah, the only
business.
time, it'd be funny when they would have some good
Yeah, but it was
salon talk.
it felt very like this movie reminded me like someone would come in with hot plates and sell them or sell their like their sweets. This movie
Right.
kind of like brought that back to me. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Somebody coming in with their candy. We're selling candy.
Yeah, just being all the day, you just got like everyone's story. Now you just like in and out. It's still kind of funny. You
Right,
still
you don't have that
kiki,
anymore, right?
but like it's not. The community was just like you really
The
had to
rapport.
hang out because you were there all fucking day. Good times, but bad times. So while everything's going on, Gina looks out the window and she sees her old client, Terry. Terry has driven up in front of the salon. She sees a man. She gives him her keys and she's like, please park it. Because at the old salon, they had valet. So she assumed at this salon, they had valet. And then,
so you don't get
right, Gina sees this. She runs outside and she goes to the man she gave the keys to. She's like, give me that.
What is
the fuck
wrong with you?
And then she talks to Terry. And Terry tells her that she basically, Jorge assigned her to some new stylist because Jorge's not even doing her hair. I don't know why does Jorge not like her?
Oh, why is Jorge?
Because he clearly values her as a client, but not enough to actually do her hair. He's always pawning her off. But anyway, Terry's upset because the new stylist that isn't Gina messed up her hair. And it was all fluffy and it looked actually kind of pretty, but it was just like fluffy and big. Like she has pretty curls. So Terry goes in there and she lets Gina do her hair. She's still having problems with her husband, and she's sitting there and she's telling everyone her experience because at a beauty salon, you talk about your feelings and then people discuss it and they tell you what they think is happening. So she mentions like her husband is like on vacation, and everyone's salon's like, oh yeah, he's cheating on you.
Right.
He's tapping something.
He's
tapping
somebody's ass. That ain't yours.
She said, what's tapping? Tapping. I do like when Corley Simmons said tapping. And she's like, no, my husband wouldn't do that, but he's 100% cheating on her. She meets Rita, who gives her the best probably food that she's had in a long time. Greens and whatnot. And then Jorge calls Terry. Jorge apologizes to Terry, like, I'm so sorry that girl messed up your hair. And she's like, it's fine. I'm by Gina's and she's doing my hair.
And he's like, Gina who? You know, Gina. Say hello, Gina. It's Gina, bitch. Bye, Jorge.
Awkward. So she says she does Terry's hair and sends along her way. Gina goes in the back room. Lynn's back there, and Lynn expresses that she feels out of place because she's a white woman and she has no clients. The only client that she had was that old lady who came in a couple of days ago. And Gina says, look, I had the same experience at Jorge's. Okay, I was the only black person. And you just gotta
like they'll come
stick
around.
It out.
People were looking at me sideways,
right?
But they eventually came around to me. So you will have to endure the same thing. Like they will come around. And plus, you can't leave her alone with all them crazy bitches.
Right. And it's, you know, black people, well, at least us, we've experienced being the only black people in white spaces, you know. The white, when it turns, white people are like,
I can't do this.
I can't do this. So it's like, this isn't right.
Right. This is unconstitutional.
Like, how do you deal with this? Like, bitch, we do our microaggressions.
Right.
Okay. Every day. At least they saying it to your face.
Right.
They be in front with you. Right. There's no confusion, ho.
Right.
So after this interaction, a white man walks in, confusing, and he is the safety inspector, the city inspector, and he's looking around, or like he saw like trash outside, like, and I'm assuming it's like the old stuff that Gina was like getting rid of, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to write you a citation for that, $500. And she's like, wait, what?
She was like, I had someone coming to pick that up later today.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, that's always the case, isn't it? $500 citation.
And he says, this is your first strike. Your second strike is going to be $1,000. And your third strike, I'm about to go and shut you down. And he leaves. And then right as he's leaving, the trash pickup guy arrives. And Gina's like, wow, you have fucking perfect timing. Where have y'all been? He's like, sorry, I'm the only one who works. And my boss treats me like a slave.
I'm the only one working today. And Gina's like, yeah. But then she notices he has a tattoo on his wrist. And she's like, apparently it was indicative of like a prison tattoo. I don't know if she could tell he went to prison from looking at that tattoo. And she was like, how long were you in for? And he was like, 3 months. And she was like, for what? And she was like, narcotics. And she's like, okay, well, the garbage is out back. But by the way, who does your braids? Your braids look tight. They look fresh. And he's like, oh, I do it myself. And she was like, no way. And while they're having this conversation, all the women in the salon are peeping out the window to get a glance at him because he's just so fine. He was really good with them.
Yeah, great. So amazing abs.
They all want to get a stare at this fine gentleman that Gina's talking to. And so after he tells her that he does his own braids, and he also reveals to her, he's like, I used to be at a salon before I got to jail, but, you know, that kind of fucked it all up. And she was like, well, look, doesn't seem like you like the job that you're doing right now. I got an open booth if you want to come work for me. And the next scene, he in there, braiding hair, and he got all the bitches lined up at the door to come see him. Even the bald-headed ones.
Figure it out.
Right, figure it out. I'm trying to get in your chair.
So while he's, his first day at the job, the girls are peeping game. They're watching him. They looking at him. They're all attracted to him. But Chanel's like, I don't know. I think he's gay.
And Lynn's like, no, he's not gay.
And then everyone's like, no, he get those muscles for fight, not from the gym, but for fighting off men or something like that.
Right, fighting off his booty hole.
From there on, they've decided this man is gay. I mean, he does do hair. It's a 50-50.
Right. Well, he actually never read gay to me in this movie, but...
Well, he never read gay to me, but I don't know that many women hairstylists that aren't gay. There's a couple.
You mean male?
I'm sorry, male hairstylists that do women's hair.
Well, there's a lot of men. There's a lot of gay men
now
that are doing. Yeah. Well, now I don't know what it was like 20 years ago, but yeah, there's a lot of gay men doing women's hair these days.
That's what I'm saying.
Wigs.
Right.
When y'all picked up this skill set?
Right. That's what I'm saying. The men who do women's hair usually are gay. Right. So that's why I'm not. I'm like, I guess I can see where you guys are coming from. If he was a barber, it'd be different. But he does women's hair. So. Right. But yes, Lynn disagrees. But soon after this, Gina's happy. She's like, yeah, he's fine. He's bringing in the business. But then she gets a call, and the call's from the prison system. And on the other end is Darnell. And she's like, hey, can you pick me up? The prison system, right. So got to. Gina is dragging Darnell picking her up from the jail, the county jail. And we learn that the bike that Darnell was riding, like the motorcycle, was stolen. Gina bailed her out, and Darnell promises that she'll, pay her back. She asks her, she was like, are you going to tell my mama? And then Gina's like, I ain't no rat, but you owe me my money. So cut to Darnell's the one now at the salon serving water and cappuccinos, but she got an attitude. Right. But she a bad bitch. Body tea.
Body is tea.
Wearing short shorts and a crop top.
Right. Body tea.
Swishing.
So yeah, she's not working at the salon, regrettably, for, going to jail, and now she has to pay back Gina. Right.
So same day or the week of, the stylists are going to lunch, everyone but Lynn and Darnell, because she's got to stay back and watch Vanessa. And Lynn talks to Darnell, and she expresses how she doesn't fit in and how the girls don't like her. And Darnell was like, well, why? Well, you don't try to fit in. You don't dress. They're not doing it on purpose. You look like a fucking narc.
You got to look the part.
Yeah. So Lynn's like, okay, intrigued. Well, tell me how to do that. So Darnell gives Lynn a makeover. She gives Lynn the hairstyles, basically, that she did at the fashion show, or like the hair show. Hairstyles that Lynn should already know how to do. Right. But I guess Darnell does it for her. And then when she comes,
like that 1990s updo, and then she's got like a braid on the side that goes into like a spiral.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And then there's a little bit of like, her hair's blonde, but now she dyed like a little piece like black.
Right.
So it's very, very like 1993 hair catalog.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then when all the other stylists come back, they're like, oh, fine. They're like helping her. They're intrigued. And then from then on, Lynn starts to get like clients because she's showing her product, which is fair.
So later that night, Darnell is leaving the shop. She walks out and she meets another guy, boyfriend. I don't know if this is the one who stole the motorbike or not.
No, can't be.
But the guy who she's meeting outside of the shop that picks her up is Birdman. So Birdman
is whatchamacallit. Oh, yeah.
I was like, is that Birdman?
It's fucking Birdman.
So it's Birdman. I guess he's not playing himself, but that's who it is. And he's telling her, he's like, hey, like, let's hang out tonight. She was like, I can't, like, I have to stay back and watch the shop. And she was like, I owe, Gina some money. And he's like, I can get you the money. She's like, oh, you can? And he's like, yeah, come hop in my car. And she's like, can we go shopping too? And he's like, whatever you want, baby. So she hops in the car with Birdman.
For whatever reason, watching her, she makes me feel so, like, I feel so concerned for her safety. Like, I'm like, girl, you can get shot up.
Right.
Like, she's really hanging out with, like, finesses, scammers, street
the
men.
bottom of the barrel, low hanging fruit.
They got money.
It's not clean money.
They got enemies.
Right. So
cute ass.
She gets in the car with Birdman.
While she's gone, shit hits the fan. Gina's like playing around with stuff. Something was unplugged and then she plugged it back in. She's like, why is this unplugged? And then it short circuits the whole building and the lights go off. And then Willie comes in. He's like, oh yeah, I saw the Spectre guy at the barbershop. He on his way. And then Gina's like, oh hell no, like I gotta fix this. So now she knows that Joe is the guy who plays the piano above them. He's also the electrician. So she goes upstairs to Joe's place. And she's like, can you please help me? The inspector's on his way. I need your help. So Joe goes down real quick. He sets up a generator. He turns the light on. And then just as they get it fixed, the inspector walks in. And Miss Josephine even says, like, I had never seen you here before when the old owner was here. I don't know why you come up. I've seen you twice in like 2 weeks.
Right.
What's going on?
What's happening?
And he's like, I'm just trying to do my job. There's a new regulation. And he tells Gina there's a new regulation about hair dryers versus.
He's like, he tells her. So he comes in. Gina's like, look, the generator is a quick fix. I know. But like, I have somebody looking at it tomorrow and the lights are on. He's like, that's all fine and dandy. But now every hair dryer has to have its own individual outlet plug. And she's like, since when? He's like, it's a new policy. How convenient. How convenient of it being a new policy. How would I ever know that? And he's like, I'm telling you right now. And then he finds her $1,000.
Crazy. Let's see how much $1,000 is today. And then when Joe was there, because Joe was like, you really need to bring this place up to regulation. And she's like, I don't have the money. He's like, call me. We'll figure something out. And she's like, okay. What year did you say this came out?
2005.
That's $1,700. It's almost $2,000. Which is a lot, though. It's a lot for a fine. Right. And Gina's like, well, fuck. I can't afford this. So she goes home and she's got papers everywhere and she's like looking at the bills and stuff. And she's talking to her mother-in-law and she's basically saying like, I am barely keeping up with the payments now. I can't do these extra fines. Like something's going to have to give.
Staying afloat. She's basically talking like, she was like, bitch, I'm going to have to close this shop.
Right. Because she's probably, most business owners don't
take a profit. Take a salary.
Yeah, don't take a salary for like 5-6 years before they start making a profit. I'm not sure how most hair salons go, but it's a lot. It's tough. And then Gina and the mother-in-law stop talking about it. And then Darnell comes in. And the mother-in-law, Pauletta, she must be over her daughter, Darnell. Because when she walks in, she's like, look who it is. I'm going to sleep. So Darnell comes in and Gina's like, look who it is. Why'd you leave early? And then Darnell's like, my man came by and I had to go see him. And Gina's like, okay, dude, I really don't have time for this. Like, this is stupid. And then Darnell's like, here's the money that I owe you. And Gina's like, where'd you get this from? She's like, well, I told my
Birdman gave it to me.
Gave me the money. So like, now I don't have to keep coming to shop. Like, I got you paid back. And Gina's like, you're literally wasting my time and your skills fooling around with these men who are using you. And then Gina like suggests like she's having sex with them for money. And then Darnell's like, no, I'm not doing that. And she's like, whatever. You're wasting your talent and you're wasting my fucking time.
Yes.
Bye.
So Gina doesn't take the money and she was basically like, you're an idiot. Please get away from me.
Right. But the next, I guess this hit home for Darnell. So the next day she walks to the shop with a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts and she's on time and she's like, hey, Gina, this is a peace offering. Even though, I had the money to pay you back, I'm still going to come work here.
I would like to say the product placement in this movie is very good. It's very natural.
The glazed donuts. What else do they have?
So she came in with the donuts, and I was like, it wasn't awkward or stiff. I was like, that was good.
Natural,
Cover girl. I was like, this is genius. Y'all just mentioned the name, and of course, Queen Latifah was like the spokesperson for CoverGirl for like 50 years.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You're right. You're right. They probably funded this film.
Right, and that's hilarious. In the beginning, when they were cleaning up the shop. Like one of those, when they were first opening it up, I guess when Joe had came in for the first time, they were all eating churches. Like they had churches. I was like,
racist, but yeah. And then one of the girls was like, churches catered my wedding.
Yeah. It was so organic. I was like, this is
It
how
was
y'all
organic.
do product placement. Y'all need to take notes. This is how you do product placement.
Nonchalantly.
Not none of that stiff shit that is so
right.
obvious and takes
Calm
me out
down.
of the film.
Exactly. Like, because why would you say that? Yeah.
Right.
Fit it in, please. So then we get a cut to of Jorge. He's at his shop and he learns that Joanne didn't show up for her appointment. Cut to at Gina's shop. Terry comes to the shop and she's with another one of Gina's old clients, Joanne.
Mm-hmm.
So Joanne is like, one, I got a new set of boobs because they were talking about the last time Gina was working for Jorge. She got a new set of boobs. Joanne sees Joe, fine ass. No, not Joe. James. She's like, he works here? And Gina's like, yeah, he does. And so, Joanne has her fixings on him, and which I didn't like. Terry goes to Gina and she says, is that monkey fish cat bread lady here?
When she shouldn't have said that, but why was that lady making monkey noises when she was selling them plates?
And so when Terry met the catfish lady, she was like, "Oh, try my greens.
Try my monkey bread." Ooh, Why are you calling bread monkey bread?
It's part of this film feels like a humiliation ritual. Right. Sometimes they're like, we'll give you a black movie, but the whites are gonna say the N-word. The black people have to be racist.
The black people have to make monkey noises.
We have to call y'all monkeys. Monkey. Because I hear monkey and they say fish, cat, bread lady. And I'm like, oh, what?
So you're calling me a monkey? Like, what's going on?
And then I hate when, oh my God. Ooh, like I like this movie, but also like you can tell that racist people had to throw their plugs into it. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they were being funny, if they're trying to be funny. You know what? They weren't trying. If they were trying to be funny, at the heart, it was racist because they had to say monkey trying to be funny.
They just wanted to call black people monkeys.
They know calling black people monkeys is a thing.
Uh-huh.
Monkey, fish, cat, bread lady. Where the monkey, fish, cat, bread lady at? Oh, pissed me off. Where the monkey, fish, cat lady at?
Where that monkey lady at?
So Joanne is sitting in Gina's chair, and then Joanne brings up Gina's shampoo and how it's a miracle, and all the people in the salon are like, "You have a shampoo? Oh wow, that's great. We haven't heard about your secret shampoo." And Gina's like, yeah.
It's just a little something that I make in my kitchen, like nothing crazy. But then Joanne, I guess she works in like marketing, whatever, marketing development, who knows? And she's like, you know what? I can talk to some local investors about potentially getting your conditioner shipped over to CoverGirl. And Gina's like, you would do that for me? And she was like, yeah, just give me a few bottles and I can get that done. And Gina's like, oh my God, Joanne, thank you so much. Absolutely. I would love that opportunity. She was like, yeah, we'll make it happen. And then Lynn notices Joanne in the shop. She's like, hey girl, good to see you. She then later notices her boobs. She's like, oh my God, you got your boobs done? And she's like, yeah, I did. $8,000 a pop. And then so all the other women in the salon start kind of making the fact that Joanne got her boob job a spectacle. They're like, that's a lot of money for a boob job. And then Chanel,
$14,000 in today's time.
Right.
That's $30,000.
That's crazy. Because boob jobs these
even $8,000 is crazy.
Yeah, because boob jobs these you can get a boob job for $8,000.
I feel like you should be able to.
Yeah,
right?
So hers costing $16,000. It was crazy. So all the women are kind of making a spectacle out of her boob job, but Chanel is making it the biggest spectacle. And she was like, I just don't understand. Basically, to the effect of, I don't understand why you white women spend all your time basically trying to look like us black women. Some of y'all, it just doesn't come natural for you guys, but it comes natural for us. And you're just wasting your money and your time. And then Joanne says something to the effect of, that just perpetuates your ignorance in the beauty industry. And Chanel's like, did this bitch just call me ignorant? And then Ida's like, I heard her say your mama too. And Gina's like, you know what, Joanne, why don't you just come to the back and I'm gonna shampoo you.
Right.
Well, let me just get you out of here.
Shout out to Joanne for holding her own. She's not like, oh,
right.
not crying
like,
about
I
it.
ain't scared. I'm not Lynn. I ain't scared of y'all.
And then, and also throughout the whole movie, James, the black hairstylist, he always keeps on making gay, like low-key gay stuff. Like he has a man purse, and they're like, oh, this nigga gay. Right. He says, he starts singing, I'll take your man. Right out the box
and put him under my padlock. And he gets caught singing that song, and Chanel's like, I think you're gay.
So this shit happening throughout the whole movie, that one, Chanel's always not fitting in, and Joe's always saying stuff that could be low-key gay. Lynn, excuse me. So later that night, stressful day, Gina and her daughter in the salon. Joe is upstairs playing the piano, and Gina turns her head for a second, and Vanessa is gone, and she realized Vanessa went upstairs to Joe's place to play the piano. Unsafe girl, don't be doing this, stuff like that. Right. So Gina goes upstairs. She finds her daughter playing the piano next to Joe, and he's teaching her some things, and they're talking about her upcoming recital and what she might play and whatnot. And then they're bonding. They're all like hanging around listening to them playing the piano. It's like a cute little family.
Yeah, it's like their little TBD. Family. Like daddy's teaching the daughter how to play piano, and then the moms are watching and loving on her daughter and her husband.
Very cute. Another time at the salon, Darnell gets a visit from one of her other males. She must got at least 5 in the rotation. She got a roster. One of her other niggas pulls up, and he's like,
and it's the guy who played Ghost in Power. I don't know his name.
Oh yeah, Ghost.
I was like, look at
he pulls up, and he's like, let me take you on a date, girl. And she's like, I'm sorry, like it must be the daytime. It is the daytime. He's like, let me take you on a date, girl. And Darnell's like, no, I got to stay at the shop. You know, she did this before where she left early, but now she's dead ass. So she's like, I'm going to stay. And he's like, are you being serious? Like, I can give you money. Like, come on, get in the car. Like, you making chump change over here. Mm-hmm. And she's like, no. And then, so like, Gina sees this, and she sees like the tension's high. It's kind of aggressive. So she goes outside.
Her arm. She's like, no, I can't go. Like, she's like, I have to go back inside. Thank you so much, but like, I can't. And she's like, I have to look after Gina. He grabs her. He's like, I don't give a fuck about Gina. And she said, oh hell no, you better not ever grab me. And then he gets even more aggressive, and that's when Gina steps in.
So Gina comes out, and she's like, with her hot comb, she's like, you better not touch my sister-in-law ever again, or I'm gonna beat yo ass.
Then he calls her a bitch. Ooh, and she's like, crazy. Who are you calling a bitch? And then finally James steps outside.
Shout out to James.
Like, you need to leave. And the guy is basically like, who the hell are you? I think he might call him gay too. And James is like, you know what? Watch this. And then so the guy, I don't know his name, but he tries to punch James. James ducks. James comes back up, and then he punches him. Uppercut. Left jab. Uppercut. Then a right hook. You got his ass. And he's
knocks him out.
Rendered defenseless.
Willie got it on tape. He said, you got knocked the fuck out. Or something like that. Embarrassing. He's like, I'm gonna sell this. So Jorge, who this whole time, ever since Gina has left, he's losing clients, and he's been keeping a watchful eye on Gina's salon. He like drove past it. He noticed that Terry and Joanne were over there. He's concerned. He's a little bitter. But surprisingly, he pulls up to Gina's shop, and he walks in, and he apologizes for what he said and compliments her on doing so well despite all the fines. And he knows like it's hard dealing with the state board and whatnot. Yeah. And Gina's like, okay, thank you. I'm surprised you apologize.
Fines, huh?
And then he says like, you know, there's always a chair welcomed if you want to come back. And Gina's like, I'm fine. Like, I think I'm gonna stick with this. Like, I don't really need you. And Jorge's like, okay, whatever. Okay, bye. Which is red flag right there. Because why do you know about the fines?
Right.
Sir.
He's like, I understand with all of the fines and the superintendents and all the people coming in, the compliance people coming in to check on everything. I understand. Been there. She was like, okay. So what's your point?
Yes. So as Jorge's leaving, Joanne walks in, and Jorge's like, oh, hey, Joanne. And Joanne's like, hey, Jorge. He says something
He's
about
like,
her boobs.
I see you got your twins done, but they don't look identical. She was like, rude.
Fuck you. I guess I'm not coming back to Jorge's. That's how you get rid of a client. But Joanne comes in the shop, and she tells Gina that she got the cover girl's interested in her shampoo. She can send samples, and
it's happening. We're gonna schedule a meeting. Let's schedule a meeting. It's on the books.
So what a call for celebration. Everyone's excited. They decide that night they're going to go out and celebrate this,
momentous
these
occasion.
opportunities. Vanessa knows her mom's going out. She goes up to Joe, the pianist, the electrician, and she says, hey, my mom's going out tonight. You should go hang out with them and hang out and like get to know them. And Joe's like, I don't know. I don't want to like crash the party, but I'll see. And she's like, okay, whatever. So they show up to the club. Everyone's there. They're sitting in a section. They're celebrating Gina in her hair salon, in her potential shampoo business. And then she talks about how like she's glad, the stylist and all them like it. And it worked out because like when she first got there, she was concerned. And when Mercedes and Bentley, whatever her name is, when she got them out, she was very excited they were gone because she's happy that she's got left with the girls that she has because they're good. Mm-hmm. And they're having a good time. They're cheersing. And then Joe arrives behind her and he's like, hey,
do you want to dance? And she's like, what are you doing here? It's like, I'm here to see you. Congratulate you on the meeting with CoverGirl. And he's like, now come dance with me before I look like a fool. And Gina gets up and she goes dancing with him. So meanwhile, all the other girls are still sitting on the couch. But then James takes upon himself to ask Lynn if she wants to dance. And they hit the dance floor. She starts popping and locking it the best way a white girl can do, given her skill set. She's doing her best. She's popping and locking it, and the other girls are kind of watching on the couch from afar, and they're like, oh, okay, Lynn, we see you. And then so James and Lynn, they're dancing. She's backing it up on them. And then they turn around and they kiss. And they're like, oh. Other girls are like, oh, maybe he isn't gay.
The dance, she was dropping like it's hot. She was twerking. She was being sexy. She was moving the hips.
Some of it wasn't great, though. Some of it wasn't good.
When I was younger, I felt like it was amazing. When I was looking back, I was like, oh, it's a little awkward.
Yeah. When she started doing this one.
She was popping. She was twerking, but like stereotypical, like with her hands.
Right. I was like,
but not in a fun way.
She was crumping, if anything.
When she was dropping like it's hot, I was like, oh, you got to shake a little more ass in that, girl.
There was no ass to shake. That's all she had.
I've seen bitches with tiny asses.
Right.
Throw those hips. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she was really culture appropriating out there. She was like, I saw this on BT, and I'm pretty sure that's how you guys dance. Yeah, but James liked it.
Yes.
And James is not gay, apparently.
He's not gay. He just like white women. So there we go. Solved. So
I will say this. I don't think they would have liked James because he's a little metrosexual. He was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
He was a little more like,
right.
Sometimes black people are a little more homophobic. So you got to be like a masculine man.
Especially Chanel. Chanel ain't got no type of diversity. She don't want no type of diversity.
Right.
She don't want the gays. She don't want the whites. She don't want nothing. She said black and straight. So after a successful night at the club, Joe and Gina go back to Joe's place for like a nightcap. Mm-hmm. And Gina's kind of like looking around, looking at his apartment. She sees some photos on the wall of him and a woman. He says that's his sister. Sure.
I believe him.
I mean, yeah, sure.
It was like him and a woman and a child.
So it was his sister and the kids were his sisters. And she's like, so you've never been married? Does he say that he had a wife but she died? Oh, I guess I made that up.
She said, you don't have a family or you've never been married? And he said no.
Oh, so.
Because I thought the story was going to be like he also loves his wife.
Right,
but no.
Maybe not. So they exchange more conversation. They're inching closer to each other. And then they kiss.
Yeah. So cut to, it's a beautiful day in the city. Billy's at the basketball court. He's chilling. He's vibing. He's getting stuff on camera. He's always recording this time of period. Luckily, there's no woman around or just being a lot of asses and boobs. Mm-hmm. But he so happens to catch a glimpse of the parking lot. In the parking lot, he sees Jorge. And with Jorge, he sees the city inspector that he's seen a couple times. And
that's been harassing Gina.
Yes. And he sees that Jorge and the city inspector are doing having a little rendezvous, a little money exchange, a little hush hush, a little collusion, a little Watergate, a little behind the scenes,
a little bribery, a little blackmail,
a little What's the word? Fuck. What's the word? What she said? Foreclosure.
Hello, what?
Foreclosure. Not foreclosure. No, not foreclosure.
Embezzle.
Front. Embezzle. Yes, embezzle. A little embezzlement. None of those words mean what I think. So he's like, T. So he's gonna report that information back to, the proper authorities here shortly. But back at the shop, Joanne comes in. She is watching Gina pack up her samples to send up to CoverGirl. And Gina's like, "Do you think I have enough samples?" She's worried, she's excited. And then Joanne's like, "No, you got a great amount." At this point, Lynn and James, they're kiki, they're together, they're a relationship, they're one.
They're kicking it.
And Joanne's like, "Okay, I'm gonna bring this to the car." But she asks James, like, "Hey, can you bring this package to the car?" And James is like, "Oh yeah, of course." As he's walking off, Joanne sexually assaults the man by grabbing his ass and saying, firm.
And it was a big grab too. Like she squeezed held ass.
It was giving she saw him as a mandingo.
Right. It was so weird. And I thought it was even weirder that he didn't say anything. I was like, is
so weird.
Is this normal for you?
I think back then we, as a society, especially in film, they were like, men can't be sexually harassed. Right. Because, if it was a woman, it would be a different movie.
Right.
But because it was a man, they were like...
He says nothing.
He says nothing.
And then, so Lynn is the one who says something and goes up to Joanne. She's like, "Hey, Joanne, do you mind not doing that?" And Joanne's like, "Doing what?" Grabbing James's ass. We're kind of like hanging out. And Joanne was like, "Oh, I didn't know." And she was like, "Yeah. We are." So it's just like, "Okay, I didn't know you were scared of a little competition." And Lynn was like, "Competition?" And she's like, "Yeah. Are you scared that James will fall for a real white woman like me instead of you who wants to be black?" And
Joanne is funny.
Lynn's like, "The only thing real about you, well, there's not really much real about you because you're calling me fake, but your tits are fake." And right. Chanel chimes in to help her newfound homegirl out. And it's basically like, "Did you not hear her? She wants you to leave her man alone. So that's what you need to do." And Joanne says, "Excuse me, Miss Hip Hop, but I don't think I was talking to you." And Chanel said, "I know this bitch just didn't." And then all the other ladies are like, "Oh, white girl on the loose. She's cutting up." And Chanel takes her hot iron comb. And she's like, "Look, bitch. You got one more time to call me some sort of derogatory term before I whoop your ass." And Joanne gets up and gets in Chanel's face. And Chanel gets closer with the hot comb. And then here comes Gina. She's like, hey, what's going on here? What's going on here? Joanne is like, "Gina, she insulted me. She tried to attack me. Okay? She's harassing me. She threatened me." And she's like, "Did you not hear this? Did you not see this?" And Gina's like, "I heard both of y'all, actually. So I heard you, but I heard her too, but I also heard what you said." And she's like, I'm the client. You need to fire her." And Gina's like, "Girl, Joanne, calm down. You know how we kid around here." And she's like, "Oh, so you're not going to fire her?" And Gina's like, "No." And she's like, "Okay, well, guess what? You just lost me as a client, and you can forget about your meeting with CoverGirl."
Ouch.
And Joanne storms off. And Lynn apologizes. She was like, "Oh my God, Gina, I did not mean for any of that to happen." And Gina's like, "No, you know what? It's fine. Wasn't meant to be. But this is the case. It is what it is."
If I was Lynn, so Lynn also felt bad when the two girls quit when she walked in, right. And then now she lost his cup. She was probably like, "I am bad luck to this woman."
But it wasn't Lynn's fault. It was Chanel's fault.
It wasn't.
Chanel
right,
should be the one who's apologizing, not Lynn.
Oh, you think?
What do you mean?
Chanel
I
never
think.
Apologize.
Yes. I think that's where the altercation began.
Well, see, I think. So Lynn and Joanne were always going to get at it, but I don't think Joanne was going to accept that a black woman was coming for her twice. She was like, "Oh, she gonna have to go. Like, I'm gonna have to assert my down." I feel like she knew she could go toe to toe to Lynn, so she didn't really care about that. But Chanel was like, "Oh, she would be fired. Like, I'm gonna have to like one up this girl some way somehow."
Right, and that's how Gina lost her deal. So it's
but
not
it wasn't
Lynn's fault. It's Chanel's fault.
I don't feel like it's Chanel's fault.
The whole reason
was started because of Lynn.
No. Joanne said fire her because she.
Well, I don't think it's any of their faults. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. I think it's Chanel's fault. Well, if somebody should be apologizing, it should be Chanel. Like, I'm sorry that I got out of character and caused you a potential meeting with CoverGirl. Because I wanted to put a hot iron comb in this woman's face and threaten her. At the very least, like, I'm not saying, like, okay, like, don't go toe to toe with Joanne. But at the very least, give Gina an apology. And say thank you for having my back and not firing me.
I feel like Joanne and Chanel, it was always, if it wasn't this time, it was next time. They were always going to end up like this. As long as Joanne was coming in the shop, Chanel, they was going to be beefing.
They didn't have no beef.
They beefed the first time Joanne came about the titties or whatever and the black woman, and Joanne reciprocated.
Joanne and Lynn?
Joanne, no, not. I said Joanne Chanel.
Oh, yeah.
They were always going to end up like that. Oh, it was. If it wasn't now, it was then. They were always gonna. It was gonna come to head.
Right. Yeah, but if she could have kept her mouth quiet for 5 minutes for her to have the CoverGirl meeting, that'd have been fine.
I guess, but it was always going to be. I don't know, Joanne. I feel like Joanne likes. She likes being aggressive. I feel like she likes conflict. I feel like she was like, I like this.
Well, I think Joanne just doesn't like black women. So.
No, she doesn't. But I feel like she was right. She was always going to get someone fired.
Right.
One of these black women fired. It didn't matter who it was. She just didn't see Lynn as a threat, so she didn't really care what she thought.
Right.
I don't know. But anywho,
the deal's off.
Gina's like, it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. Moving onward. I'm not going to let it stress me out. But back at home, Gina is woken up in the middle of the night by Joe. Behind him is police car lights and a police officer. And Joe's like, you got to come here quickly.
Yeah, she's like, what's going on? And he's like, it's something with the shop.
So they go to the shop and it has been vandalized. Glass is broken. Things are misplaced. It looks a mess. The picture of Matta C.J. Walker is on the floor. Racism. Hate crime.
They did a number.
They did a number. They really ruined the shop. What the fuck? Who would do this? At this point, Gina has been very positive. She's like, I don't think I can't fight this anymore. She's like, I'm tired. I'm done. My daughter's recital's tomorrow. And this is what I'm doing it for. And I really don't have the emotional capacity to give this shop anymore. I think she was like, whatever, let go. Right. She was at her wit's end. And then Joseph's like, no, like, don't give up. And Gina's like, I can't do this right now. So next day, it's Vanessa's piano recital. Gina, Darnell, Pauletta are in the audience. And Vanessa is playing kind of boring. She's like playing Mozart or something, and it's boring. And then Joe comes in. And Joe and Vanessa lock eyes, and he says, play from the heart or something like that. And then Vanessa starts, doing like a little more upbeat and like freestyling.
Playing
and,
from the heart.
Yeah. And she does amazing. She's having a good time, and everyone in the audience notices it. And then she finishes, and everyone stands up. They're excited and they're clapping. And Gina's like, oh, Joe came. And then Vanessa sees her mom after, and Gina's just looking at her daughter like, you're amazing. You're fabulous. You're 10 out of 10.
Proud of you.
And the vibes are, the vibes are positive. It's nice to see your daughter, doing her
thing,
her passion, succeeding. So after this, Gina goes to the salon. I think she's ready to tell everyone like it's over, guys. We gave it a good honest go, but things aren't working out. But when she walks into the salon, she's surprised to see that, all the stylists came together. They cleaned up. They brought stuff from home to like refurnish everything. They brought their own furniture, their own utensils, their own hairstyling stuff. And they're like, Gina, we're here for you. We believe in you, and we love you.
And Gina's like, it's great. Like, love this. But did y'all bring money to the table? Yeah. Because that's what we need. We need money. And Lynn's like, who cares about money? We're all here. And then Darnell shows Gina that she's also enrolled in beauty school. And then in walks Hollering Helen, the lady who they've been listening to on the radio. But they don't know this is Hollering Helen because they don't know what she looks like. They only listen to her on the radio. And there's no Instagram during this time. So she walks in and she's like, hi, hello, I have a wedding to get to in 3 hours. My hair's all over the place. I need someone to take me. Can any of you take me? And they all look at Gina. And then Gina's like, okay, I can take you. And she takes off her hat and there's like a bird nest underneath there. And Gina's like, okay, let me get my conditioner. I'm gonna need 2 bottles for you. And they take her to the wash bowl. But then, in walks, what's his name? ZJ?
Willie.
In walks Willie. In walks Willie. And as she's about to do Hollering Helen's hair, Willie shows her the video of the city inspector and Jorge meeting up and scamming on her ass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then Terry also comes in after everybody. And Terry walks in and she's like, hey, where's the monkey food catfish lady?
Oh.
And I broke up with my husband. And she's like, oh my goodness, how are you doing? And Gina's like, Terry, whatever. Terry's like, I'm doing fine. Like, y'all were always right. Like, he clearly wasn't into me. So I finally figured it out. And I'm better. Gina's like, oh my God, good.
And she got fat ass.
And her ass got fat from eating the fried chicken, the watermelon monkey lady.
Right, that's all that was missing.
Right.
Watermelon. They got the chicken. They called somebody a monkey. They didn't mention watermelon. They went easy on us for that one.
So, that evening, later that night, I guess, Gina's out to get her revenge. We see Jorge at his salon, and he's on the phone, and then he hears his car alarm go off. So he steps outside, turns off the alarm, and then when he comes back in, Gina is now in the building, sitting in one of the
Gina, what
chairs.
you doing here, girl?
He's like, oh, Gina, I do not have time for these exchange of pleasantries. I'm very busy. So if you don't mind, I'd ask you to leave, please.
I would shit my pants if I walked out of somewhere and I walked back in and somebody was there. I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't have time for this. I'd be like, where's the knife?
Right. Are you trying to murder me or what? What the fuck?
Right. He's acting very nonchalant for someone who's actively, he should know in the back of his head, he's like, she might have figured me out.
Right. Exactly. He's too calm. And so Gina gets up and she's like, when you came to my shop the other day and you started mentioning about those fees and those citations and all that stuff, I was wondering, now how would he know that I'm getting hit left and right with fees and different citations? But you know what? Just like you did some digging on me, I did some digging on your ass too. Okay? I know your name isn't Jorge. I know you were born Christopher Brown from Bedrock,
Nebraska.
Kentucky. And you came down here 5 years ago under this false alias, this false persona, and this false identity. And you're pretending to be something that you're not. And you know what? I am a phenomenal woman. I do my own thing. I'm doing my own thing. I'm independent of you, and I'm amazing. And I'm doing better than you. I'm better than you because unlike you, I'm not a fake and a fraud. And she walks away, leaving him speechless. And he turns off that Austrian accent and he hits the Kentucky accent so hard. And he's Nebraska. Like, better not let the glass hit you on the way out, you bitch. Hey, you bitch. You better. You think you're so fucking cool. Good luck with your fucking shop.
I don't know why that accent was so triggering to me.
It was so scary. Good.
It was terrifying.
It was so good. I thought it was so good. I was like, where did he get that from?
No, it was good, but it's just like also like terrifying.
Better not let the glass catch you, bitch.
Bitch. I don't know. Just like him yelling at her in that Nebraska. He's from Nebraska. You kept saying.
I thought it was Kentucky.
But I don't know. I wrote down Nebraska. But him saying it in that accent, I was like, this is terrifying.
Right.
Horror film.
So as Gina is walking out, and he says, better not let the glass in that chop catch you, bitch. And in walks James. Because remember, James went to jail. James a prisoner, okay? A reformed prisoner. So James walks in with a
prisoner. He's a prisoner.
An ex-prisoner. So he walks in with, I guess, some of his jail friends. And he says, did somebody say cut? And they grab Jorge. And they start cutting his precious little blonde hair. And he's going, And Gino's walking out and laughing at the sound of his screams. Because his hair's getting cut off.
if I was Gina, I'd be like, okay, y'all, let me make sure y'all don't kill this
Right,
motherfucker.
please don't kill him.
We just cut hair.
Right.
I can't go down for this.
Right. I just got the shot back.
I don't want this to get out of hand. Just make sure y'all cut his hair and intimidate him.
Right. So the next day at the salon, they're listening to the radio. They're listening to Holler and Helen. And Holler and Helen is on the radio. And she gives a call live on the radio to Gina in her shop. And Gina's like, hello? And Holler and Helen is like, Gina, it's me, Holler and Helen. That was me the other day who came into your shop looking disheveled and needed help. And you helped your girl out. I'm on the phone letting everyone in Atlanta know that they need to come and see you because you're the best. And look, I might have to come back another day because, you know, I was with my man and he helped me sweat out my edges a little bit. So I might have to come back and see you.
And get that conditioner, girl.
Right.
That miracle conditioner.
So they're all listening to the radio and they're like, oh my goodness, can't believe that was Holler and Helen. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Such a turnaround. Everyone's like so happy and so joyous and so joyful. And Holler and Helen asks them like, oh, what do you guys want to talk? Like, give me a topic to talk about. And they start listing off these topics. Talk about men and how the next bachelor needs to be a black man. Talk about interracial love, says Lynn. Gina's like, talk about how people are named after luxury cars like Porsche and Mercedes and never live up to the name and they're really Buicks. And Miss Josephine's like, talk about Maya Angelou. And they're all just kikiing, laughing, ha 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 ha. The business is turned around. And that's how it is.
And the vibes are fine.
The vibes are great.
And we know that they're gonna succeed. Vanessa's gonna be a famous pianist. Darnell is gonna be a celebrity hairstylist, and Gina's always going to give back to the community.
And Joe's in there. Joe's in the salon too with his girl.
Joe's going to fix up the shop. Right. Yeah. They're dating officially. And everyone's going to be happy. Yeah. It's a beautiful movie about the black hair experience. This is what I'm going to show my kids. I'm like, this is how I used to be. But you see how they getting their hair done, they leaving? It said they didn't leave till nighttime.
That was just us. No one else had that lifestyle.
I don't believe that.
No, that is true.
I refuse.
That is the reason why we were in there is because she only came in there one day out of the week.
It had to be everyone. But I don't think that people waited as long as us, but I don't think people did it as appointments as they do now.
They didn't seem I don't think
adding appointments. Like people do. I feel like people do more appointments now, but I feel like it was more structured.
I think other places probably did do appointments. I think the place that we just happened to go to, they weren't really appointment oriented. Like the other women, I don't think they were doing appointments either, but I think other places did appointments. You make your appointment while you're there. Like, okay, when you coming back? 2 weeks. May 30th, 4 p.m. Okay, got you down.
I guess. I don't know. I feel like people, I have to ask. I just feel like people... Great movie. Shout out to Queen Latifah. Shout out to the hair salon stuff. Very
fun. Great holiday.
Very fun. Picture of like what is it like to get your hair done? Tea,
great cast,
food,
Queen Latifah,
drama, gossip.
Kevin Bacon. Great cast.
I love me some Queen Latifah. I just wish she still made movies. Like make another movie. I know. She dates a black man. The last movie she made was that basketball movie with whatchamacallit.
That was such like a nothing role for her. I was like, why did she agree to do this movie?
Yeah, it was okay. Hair was laid. She looked good.
Right. I did appreciate that Adam Sandler gave himself a black wife, and then the black wife that he chose to give himself was Queen Latifah. I was like, why is she in this?
You know what movie I love that she's in, and she's like, just like it has a small part in it. The Breakup. She's like, because you know they sell cars, like the when's the last time you saw it?
They
the Breakup with
cars. They do like tours or something.
Oh no, okay. What's the other one? No, when the wife is cheating on him. What's that one?
Oh, what is that called?
I'm gonna burn that face,
right.
Daddy.
What is that called? Affair? The Dilemma.
What? The Dilemma. When Queen Latifah's in the dilemma because they're selling it, and she's like, I love her in the dilemma.
What does she do in that movie?
So they're trying to sell a car. She works for like Ford or something, and they're trying to like bid for something, but she is on their side. She's like supporting them. She's like, I like that car, and I like when it rams. It's like a minor role in it, but I just like her character in it. It's just funny.
I see. We love
And
Queen.
her hair's laid. Love Queen Latifah. I want to see her more. Where you at, girl? But yeah, amazing movie. Do you think it stands the test of time?
Of course, absolutely. Okay, well, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Don't forget to like, subscribe,
Thanks for
rate,
stopping by,
review.
guys. Yes.
See you next time. Happy June.
right, bye,
Well,
guys.
that was yesterday.
Happy Juneteenth. Happy Black people.
Right. There you go.
Happy Gay Pride Month. Happy Black Pride Month. Happy Juneteenth month.
All right, kisses. Mwah.